Okay, dude.
Greetings, traveler.
We are going to be taking a look at a high-level player's game. ixxdeee has finished rank 1 on the European ladder, so he definitely has a very high, like, push for the win playstyle, which is fun to watch. All right, so we're in a Demon Alley Mech Murloc Kibler lobby. All right, it starts with 2 Sallys and a coin. Is that just buy a Sally and freeze? I guess we'll find out. I don't know if he cares. All right, gets the coin, gets the spell out of the shop. That makes sense. Let's skip ahead a bit. No freeze. Okay. So in quest meta, I guess he's not as interested in trying to get an early triple. And it's more about, okay, let me just cycle the Sally right now. So then I have a coin in my hand. It's a little bit of a, you know, you might get a quest that wants you to play elementals. You might get a quest that wants you to play spells. I'll skip ahead. So it's like not a big deal. You can easily cycle the coin as well, and you know, don't you know, and keep your Sally. I wonder if he's gonna hero power this turn. The shop's kind of weird. He could also just buy the coin and roll. I'm definitely in a very curious mood here. I wanna be I wanna be surprised. All right, so coin, because why not? You know, you can always coin if you don't need to. So you can obviously just hero power and buy a card here. The shop's kind of bad. There is the Skyfin plus the Battle Cry, but there's also a bacon that you might eat. If that bacon was big, then it'd be a lot better. I'm guessing he's going to hold that 1/1 and just play the 5/3 to take less damage, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm very curious. Okay, he's going to 3. All right, fuck it. So this is something that's good to see, right? Before he did this, he did a little peek at what was in and what was out. So he's looking at it. Are Kibler in? Yeah, Kibler in. Okay, yeah, sure. I guess there's Kibler in his shop, but I might do that. I might check if Kibler in, even though there's Kibler in my shop. Okay, so I did not love the shop myself, which is why I was potentially hero powering or rolling, but it's cool to see ixxdeee go to 3. I think in general in quest meta that's a big no-no, but if this was the live stream, we'd have a lot of course in the chat, because that is an insane tier 3 shop. Are you kidding me? Okay. That is he could freeze, honestly. He could freeze. Probably 9 summons, but I mean, he's not summoning right now. He's seeing like how good is it to have stolen gold? How good is it to go for 6 drops? I think I end up with Gift of the Kobold here, and then next turn I hero power and maybe get a menace or something. You could hero power into a menace and then you summon very quickly. And you don't need to rush Kobold anyway, because you are not really rolling much anyway. So I think for me it's Kobold, but I'd be very fun to see him pick something else here. All right, well, you know, a lot of our plays are going to be the same, obviously not all. So he starts with the 2 units that produce gold, and he's going to freeze. Freeze makes a lot of sense, because on the one hand, it's a good shop, but on the other hand, he's pretty strong and there's an overconfidence. So next turn what he can do is hero power for 1, buy 2 units, and then still coin get the overconfidence. So I'd be surprised if that's not what he's going to do, because the extra 3-drop he gets from his hero power is going to make it far more likely that he's gonna win. Another Quartertron. Wait. Okay, wait, that might change things. Maybe now he doesn't even hero power. No. Okay, Menace. Menace is insane. Whoa, okay. I guess Overseer makes a lot of sense, sure. See, I just made the argument that it's not that important to rush the quest, but I see the Deflecto and I see the Menace, and I'm like, oh, that's so good, and then he can finish the quest, but he's essentially doing like, well, no, we don't have to rush the quest, so why would I not just buff the shop? So we see that he is going to magnetize the Accordatron. He's not going to try to go for the triple. I think there's obviously pros and cons there, but the biggest upside here is that he's making a big Divine Shield, and because he is going in on the overconfidence, it is important that he's as strong as possible here, so that does make sense. He's not going to greed for the triple. He gets as much gold anyway. And then, yeah, winning here does give him the overconfidence. So he's in a great spot. Let's see how he leverages this to you know, the most advantage. Another Dreadbeard, but we have so much money. So level for sure. 8 gold. We could double level. I'm down. I'm super down. Because he's on 35, and he might not even take damage. So this is one of those rare cases where the overconfidence could allow for it. So he needs to do 4 summons. So it might not make sense to rush 5, because he needs to summon 4 before he gets Kobold anyway. Yeah, I think if his Kobold was closer, rushing to 5 is fine, but it's kind of a Pepega play. Oh, at least. Nice. It's kind of a Pepega play. Alright. Yeah, he likes the Primal Fin here. Primal Fin is going to give him more summons, Tads. And then now he can play the Elise. Finish the quest. Probably just rolling, right? Rolling is super good for us right now. And then, I mean, this is where I am fine being a little bit like, ugh, let's just keep it the way it is. But this is where someone like XQN makes a difference. He's like, no, we don't have to just chill. Look, I have this Murloc. This Murloc is gonna buff something in my hand. I can buy the straight shot. That might make the difference where I don't take any damage now. If I don't take any damage now, I get to be even greedier, and you know. Well, our opponent is not having a great start, so it wasn't necessary to buy the Sindore, but that only means that he's still in this insane position. Because now I think we are going to 5, because our quest is complete. Now we can start hunting for those golden 5-drops from the Kobold. It would be good for me to see if he's just like, no, we have to roll on 4, but no. Okay. He's not going to get a monkey this turn though, right? Or a golden minion. It'd be nice to be able to check his counter. He does have coins in hand. Yeah, I mean, we could just pull a 5. I guess we could sell the Overseer, yeah. I'm curious. And this is the part why it's so much fun to watch these. I don't have to do like the painstaking thinking of, what are the odds that I can get value here? And should I do this or should I do that? So I can see why you guys like to watch Battlegrounds. This is a lot more fun than breaking my head over the position. All right, let's skip ahead. He's gonna choose to not do anything. That's fair. So he's just gonna get his coin. I think not taking damage in the last round has emboldened him a little bit. All right, that puts him in a great spot here. Yeah, he has such a strong board. Probably losing to Deflector though, but that's fine. All right, so he buys the Rodeo, and there's double Feldrig, but he doesn't want it. How did he know, chat? He just buys the Rodeos. He's like, this is gonna go great. Oh, and America? Yeah. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Oh, man. I love it. This is why I love just skimming the game. I had no idea that was gonna happen. That's fantastic. Elemental, okay. I guess now he wishes he had those dragons, but whatever. He doesn't care. Conch, Primal Staff. Yep. All right, so now let's see how does he leverage. Oh man, he just has 2 conches. Felbor, yeah, he is buffing the shop with Elemental. Jesus. But what is the crazy thing to me, like, let's appreciate this for just a second, right? I'm gonna rewind a bit and I'm going to talk you guys through what my thought process is sort of in real time when I see this unfold, right? So obviously we have this moment. I'm like, oh, Golden Brann. Okay, Golden Brann. I play that. I have to check my 6-drops. Okay, Rock, that makes sense because I have elementals with the Golden Brann. I check the other one. Murkai is good because I have those 2 pandas. I could copy spells, maybe. Maybe I buy this little coin in the shop because I have so many things to do this turn. I'm going to... Dragons are in? No, dragons are out, so I can play my battle cries. I'm not gonna miss Caligo's value. Let's check the spells. Dreamer's Embrace. Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of time. That's what's in my brain. Here, I might not have even spotted the conch and just say like, new identity is fine, I'll take that. But he takes the conch because he has a Murkai and he might get golden. Discover Battlecry is great. Let's check it again. Eagle with the Murkai. Maybe I go Murlocs, right? But he's like instant. Okay, Felemental. I can go Giga buffs on the shop. We play another Panda. Money doesn't matter. Just quickly take it. Here, I might have missed that first conch. And then the second one is not as good anymore. But here, you know, Strikehold is not really a competition. But he spotted the first conch, so he gets that. Here it's double end of turn because he just made a golden Primal Fin by taking both of those conches. I'm still thinking, how do I maximize my value here? I have a Panda on the board. I kind of want to keep the Panda. Ooh, Lasso-Medic is good for spell generation, but he's like, oh, instant Felbor, because he already knows, like, look, I'm getting a shit ton of spells. I'm getting a lot of buffs on the shop. Felbor is going to be good. Oh, what do I sell? Okay, keep Elise. I sell my big Divine Shield units. I have to play the Felbor first because I need value. But I also have these two pandas on the board. Should I roll first? Because maybe I can get Golden Panda. Like, no, okay, he sells them immediately. See, this is the thing, right? While theoretically, if he's a robot and he's like even faster, he could technically keep that panda pair, roll a bit, and then find the Golden Panda, have the Golden Panda next to the Primal Fin. But he understands, like, he's very, very fast, but he's like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that to myself. Why would I keep those two shitty pandas on the board when, you know, that could easily kill me if it's gonna slow me down like that. You know, that just shows how insanely fast he's able to make all those decisions, and it makes so much more sense when you look at it, right? See, now the panda is immediately out because he knows I have Primal Fin and I want that next to my Murloc. Okay, here we go. And I might have wanted to level myself, honestly. Sure, Evo. Check the 6-drop. Bach doesn't matter. I think I probably would have... yeah. Wait, what's he doing here? Oh, he can't get it down. Okay. So he ended up selling his Primal Fin here because he found another... but that's, again, right, so decisive. He's just saying, oh, I'm going to go for shop buffs. I'm going to go for... The moment he rolls this, look, he rolls this on 4 seconds. It takes him about 2 seconds to kick it into gear. Now, obviously, the ordering is a bit, you know, the Felbor eats and all that. It's not perfect, but my god, is it good. And then he wants to play this Felemental, but the game is like, no, you must look at the pretty animations. Oh my god. I mean, obviously he's in a fantastic spot, because while he did not get the Felemental down on the board, he was able to buy it. So next turn he is going to be able to have 2 Felementals next to a Golden Murkai. Well, I mean, oh man, look at that shop. It's so big. So he instantly hero powers here. Huh. What's that all about? Drakari, I guess? Or maybe it's just get it out of the way. I guess Urzel, Drakari. There's a couple things that might be interesting. Yeah. So he does have a Golden Brann, and he's going to generate 6 drops. Golden Titus. I guess if he gets a Felbat, it's still pretty good, so going for triples is good. There's no Rylak, right? Yeah, this Golden Titus is not that good then. Now, the one downside of going for the Felementals is that he doesn't have that much money. It's pretty... He likes this Rock more than the Golden Titus, which I can kind of see, because if he finds... what's that called? If he finds the shielded elemental, the Felemental will triple, and then suddenly he might be like half elementals, but yeah, he didn't find that, so he doesn't have board space. So he's gonna decide on putting the spell generation on the board. The spell generation is super good for his Felbor. All right, let's move ahead. There's also, right, the decision of like, okay, I don't need to keep this Golden Titus or anything, get that out of my board. I'm just going to put this Bramble Witch down, which is better for the fight. This is beautiful, by the way. All right. He has the Drakari spell. He has Golden Murkai, and then Golden Brann plus 2 Felementals. That's insane. But yeah, it does feel a little less like a true Golden Brann game because he's not making money right now, right? The Felementals are obviously doing a ton of work, but it's not giving him money. So he is running out of money instead of running out of time. And a lot of the time in Golden Brann games, it's running out of time instead of running out of money. So 14 armor can keep us out of damage cap range. And this is also good to see, right? How does he approach this situation? Because it's a fragile board if you look at it. Because he has a Bramble Witch, an unbuffed mech, then there's 2 Felementals that are not buffed, and there's a Brann. So there's only 2 units with a little bit of stats on the board. So especially now that he's lost his damage cap protection, it'll be interesting to see how he plans to transition this huge shop into a board where he doesn't have to be afraid. And looks like Picky Eater is a good start. That gives him so much. Alright, he's skipping over the Drakari staff because it's a little too greedy right now. He needs to get bigger minions. This mech horse could potentially stay. Ooh, another merc. No. He's like, fuck that. That's gonna get me killed. Another Picky Eater. Okay, then we don't have to keep that. Blue shell for the money. Perfect. Sure. I guess we roll once and now use the Dreamer's Embrace and then roll. Ooh, are we eating or are we buffing? That's a good question, right? Oh, he didn't eat that. That's nice. All right. So, yeah. Okay, now he ate it. If we look at the lobby, there are Murlocs, but triggering the Picky Eater does not necessarily play better around Scam. You're just making your big unit bigger. He is going to choose to go for another double buff on the shop, which is the greediest line here, right? The greediest line is to double trigger the Felementals and not eat with the Picky Eater, because he could add another, what is that, 180 or so on his Picky Eater. But I agree, right? It is turn 10, and reasonably, right, versus stats, he shouldn't run out of numbers. So his what I mean is his 300 health units should not be trading into minions and running out of health. The danger is that the opponent has poison, but making our Picky Eater bigger is not going to protect versus poison anyway. So if he could have one of those cupcake spells and throw that on a Felemental, suddenly the Felemental can trade pretty well in the combat. So that would be nice. That is something I would love to play here. Just make the, or even just triple the Felemental. That would also make it huge, or at least bigger. Ooh, we found an Orzel. That's the one. Remember when I said, oh, he's hero powering straight away? That's one of the cards I had in mind. All right, time to be a little reasonable. Beatboxer's kind of cute, but yeah, too much. Okay. Ooh, so he skips the Orzel because he has a Foe Reaper now. And that does make sense. Ooh, Fluidity's great here, right? Yeah. So the reason why the Foe Reaper is good, you might say like, oh, what's going on? Oh, he did hit the cupcakes. It's because now that we have Foe Reaper, we could just buy magnetics. All right, we swapped into the triples, so we miss a tiny bit of stats. Ooh, we're gonna sell out of all the elemental scaling. Right, so he has to play the panda now to get enough money. I guess this is a new hero power, right? Because he wants to sell, I think, right? To have... he wants to get a new shop here, I think. Oh, use the spells first to eat this shop. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the gems. The gems are spells. That's so true. The gems are spells. Ooh, and we did not eat that... that demon. Well, still didn't eat it. The snake eyes? Yeah, just get the money. I know, it's wrong, but oh, he's eating it anyway. Okay, that's fair. Wonder if he's nice. See, this is the part where I level because I'm too slow, but he's like, nah, I'm fine. Alright. Okay, sorry. We're not freezing that? No. So what I was doing an explanation, right? Or I was explaining, and then I... Wait, oh, it's Golden Sorry, my train of thought is just being pulled from left to right. So, the reason why I was surprised here is usually a picky eater does not eat the whole shop. But it's a golden Brann, so that's 3 times. And then it's a golden primal fin, so that's 6 times. So he eats 6 things. And golden picky eater says get twice the stats, which is insane. It's like golden Feldrake. The picky eater is basically a Feldrake because he has so many multipliers, right? The golden primal fin, the golden Brann, that even though the picky eater is supposed to eat 1 unit, it's eating the whole shop, which is so insane. But what I was talking about earlier is I don't think he needs to Urzul anymore because he already has a way to make a huge demon. We see that right here. He has the Felbor and he has the picky eater. So by going for the Foe Reaper, especially in a Murloc lobby, he's going to drastically lower the chance that he is going to get value traded. Sorry, not value traded. That he is going to get scammed by Belchers and other various Murloc poison bullshit things. So because our magnetics are so big, all he has to do is buy, you know, 2 or 3 magnetics from the shop, and suddenly, I wonder if we're gonna Hamul mech here. And suddenly he has big cleaves, right? Yeah, we're gonna eat here to get rid of it. Yeah, he is looking at Hamul mech. Does find 2 magnetics. Yeah, this is so cool to watch. He's got the beatboxer, so right now what's going through his head, I would imagine, is can I keep this panda another turn? How do I end my turn so that I am getting full picky eater value, but I'm also happy with the amount of magnetics I bought? Am I supposed to sell out of the panda and lose my spells? Am I supposed to sell out of 1 cleave right now to get more money? Okay, so he does decide to be reasonable. He's going to sell out of the panda, keep his 2 cleaves. Because he has the free reroll, he can now roll and eat a bigger shop. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So he's gonna miss 2 minions, so it's minus 240 on his guy, but I guess it does make sense because, again, right, the argument I made earlier is that that demon is not going to get value traded, which makes so much sense. Again, it's so cool to see this because this is something I still struggle with. It's understanding that you need to build a board to beat your opponent. And that's it. You don't have to build the biggest board ever, or you don't have to have a specific comp, right? This is a mishmash comp where he's playing some Murloc, right? With the Murkai, it's not really Murloc, but he's got Brann Murkai. But then he's also playing demons, but then he's also making some mech stuff. Because it just makes sense. Right? He's just looking at, okay, how do I lose? I lose if my guy gets poisoned. Okay, so what should I do to avoid that? I should make some big cleaves. Okay, if I am making big cleaves, this beatboxer probably makes a lot of sense as well, because then I will get some free magnetic value. Also, something that was so well done when he sold out of his, I think he's thinking about this mutinous spell, right? Yeah. What I was super impressed with was when he sold his Felemental. It was so... is he going to sell his demon? Oh my god. When he sold his Felemental, that was perfect. The shop did not need to be bigger, and he needed board space, or he needed to copy other battle cries, and that was just so well done. It's so, because it's so easy to have it in your mind, like, oh, I have to keep this Felemental, right? But he was just like, no, my shop is 60-60. No one should realistically outscale me. I just need to not die here. Alright, so we have the mutinous spell. Is he gonna eat the demon? Do we care about more spells? No magnetics. He can get a magnetic end of turn, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be small. All right, let's see where this mutinous goes. It's kind of weird, though, because if you... All right, he's going to just eat the Felbor. Oof! And I love how he just buys the shield here, because it's like, well, you know, that's good at dealing with scam. So he did not want to say goodbye to his demon. That's understandable. Unlucky though. The buff went on the cleave without the shield. Alright, let's skip ahead a bit. Unlucky game, man. Unlucky game. Now you just have a big unshielded cleave. That's rough. Alright, so the opponent understands the predicament they're in, right? double queen golem matador. But this is where those cleaves do so much work. Just look at that, right? That cleave took care of one queen already. All right, we got a lucky second cleave, but it just doesn't matter too much. I guess I have to... No, because I feel like the cleaves are either going to deal with all the poison or they are going to survive and then he wins anyway, right? I'm pretty sure this feels like a 100% win, the way how he set it up. This was fantastic. You know, it's really that one turn where I can play that turn many times on many different days and it's not going to be that fast. It was so beautiful to see because it's so decisive. It's that decisiveness that allowed him to almost finish that turn. That was insane.